Hello, hello. Just making sure that I share the stream links with a few people. And then I'll get started. So for anybody watching this later on, I try to stream every Tuesday night at 7 till 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Well, New York time. I think that's Eastern Standard. And you're more than welcome to come by and say hello and ask questions and all that. Tell me that I'm doing things a stupid way, which happens quite a bit. Alright. And also going to send this over here. And send this over here. There we go. I think we're good now. I think I could start up. Let's open up Hub. While we do that, I added a queue. I don't want a queue. Hub is opening up. There we go. Start 300 years. I'm just really quickly gonna check one thing. Okay, that's fine. Let Unity open up. And while I'm doing that, I'll also take a look at the to-do list. Have the inventory system float out of hand when entered. Yeah, I remember what that is. Work on house interior. Okay, add more decorations to house interior. Work on house exterior. Right. So last time we were working on a door, if I remember right, and we got it sort of working. In that I was able to like use another object to push the door open and closed. Or mostly opened, I guess. And now I was going to work on actually being able to like hold on to the door handle and move it open. Yeah, there's our door. Okay. So I guess that's what I should be doing now. Right, outer door, rigid body, hinge joint, all that jazz. Maybe I'll do a little tour of the project so far. Probably should start with that every time I start a stream. Everything is loading up. Oh, hey Aaron, how's it going? Nice to see you there. I was just about to do a little tour of the project, so I might as this is like the best time because you're here. I'll be able to show you what I've been up to. Just turning all the VR stuff on right now. That looks like it's doing fine. Alright, I'm gonna put my headset on and give you a tour. There we go. Headset is on. Controllers are on my hands. Yeah, let's start it up. I'll show you around. There we go. Let me just double check that you are. Yeah, it is maximized for you. Okay, cool. Get my hands in order. I can open and close my hands. Here we go. Unfortunately, I can't see if you're typing anything right now while I'm in VR. So I'll take a look every now and then as I'm showing around. So this is the little house in the middle of a giant grassy, hilly area. It's loosely based off of an anime I had seen like 7 months ago now, I think. It's been a while. And yeah, I'm just slowly setting stuff up. So I have my hands. I'm able to open and close them. I can move around by holding down one button. Here we go. On the right hand, I can like turn my view. So, and sometimes it gets stuck for some reason. So if it's just like doing this, it just keeps turning. That's probably what's happening. I have to fix that eventually. I have objects. I can pick them up. So I have a hoe. Move stuff around with them. There's collisions and stuff on it. There we go. I have inventory system with tooltip text that I haven't fixed yet, and I can put objects in my inventory system. It's kind of like a follow through as well in the hand. So you see it's not exactly at the same speed of the hand, but it always kind of tries to stay in the same general area as such. Got the little hoe in a bubble. And I had started as well setting up a material that would interact with stuff. So if I move the fish towards it, there you go. You see it kind of goes towards the object. And if I put it in and drop it, then it appears there. Just take a little bit of everything right now. Here we go. What else? I have clouds and like a sky system with time and such. Right now I don't think the time is actually changing, it's just set to night. So I have the moon, depending on where the angle of the lighting is, the moon will move in the sky. Same with the sun when it's daytime. Let's see, let's move around a little bit. Here we go. Got some smoke over there. So the house and the kind of fenced off area here are made by me in 3D. A lot of the other things are like assets I found on the asset store, so I'm not going to take credit for any of those. Let me see, let's come over to the door. Oh, it's doing that thing again. There we go. Alright, so let's pick out like the fish. No, sorry, the fork. So I had started doing this system for the door. As you can see, I have a weird mesh here that's a debug mesh. But I have a door and it does open and it should collide with stuff. Yeah, there we go. That's why it opened to start with. I had the fork in my hand. Open! And I'll just put this back. There we go. And let's ooh, I can't go in right now? Interesting, there must be something blocking it. Okay, I don't think my hand reacts to it. No, my hand passes through. So what I had started working on, what I hadn't finished, is a system bloop, where I can like grab the hold of the door and like open it up. I think it was, yeah, there it is. That's what this was. It's not done yet, so let's just drop that over there for now. I'm a bit annoyed that I can't go in, so let me see if I can not bump into anything and like physically move. Okay, there might be a collision mesh missing. That's a shame. Let me just take these off good for 2 seconds to make sure that I'm not about to bump into something. Yeah, so this is the start of the home. Got some furniture. I got a bed upstairs I'd show you, but for some reason the nav mesh is missing, so I can't really move around. Got a room back there, and I was just about to decide what I was going to do today. Here we go. Get out of this. Here we go. Back to the nice view. The clouds do actually move a little bit. I wasn't sure, but they do actually move a little bit over time. And that's about it. That's where I am now. And I was planning on doing door stuff. Let me take this back off. There we go. That cloud looks like a little dog. Yeah, maybe. It's still something I'm going to rework a little bit. The clouds. It was borderline a test when I did this. I didn't know how to set it up with the plugin and everything. Alright. Try not to trip over the cables. And we're back here. So, yep, that's where I am so far. Just slowly working on this project. Oh, you see it's daytime now. Oops. I don't know why it defaults to night when I turn it on. I haven't really worked at that part yet. So door stuff. Outer door, house door. If I open that, I have a door handle joint here and a door handle here. And I have the visual that was freaking out. That's fine though. I'll get back to that later. Very, very nice, thank you. And I was actually trying to, I think I was following a tutorial or something on how to do this door stuff. But the idea is fairly simple. So you pick up the door handle and you can move it around, and then when you let go, you make it go back to the door handle joint, this thing here. But otherwise, when you're holding on to it, the door handle joint tries to move to the location of the door handle, if that makes any sense. Connected body is that. Connected articulation body and non-articulation body. Brake force infinity. Enable collision, no. Enable pre-processing, I'm not sure for now. Okay, so I'm going to have to make a little script for this. Make the joint try to follow the handle. There we go. Could be an environment, I guess. Let's open a new folder for doors. And just start noodling around. Door handle follower. Sure. Let's do that. Can't add script door how to follow because the ship cannot be found. Make sure. Okay, there may be two door handle followers. Let me check. There aren't. Well, that's interesting. Public class door handle follower mono behavior. There it is. Okay, let's not question that too much. Just carry on. So how are you doing, Aaron? Did you get started on your new project yet? doing great. Yes, I started yesterday. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Right now I'm setting up some analytics and that boring stuff. Well, I mean, it has to be done, right? They're important things. Even if they're not like gameplay stuff. Serialized field. Target, and we'll try to go towards the target. Let's just do it this way. I'll make a private bool. And if door handle, okay, this is 0, 0. Okay, so if it is not holding, then my target, let's also have and target dot position, local position actually. Position is not equal to vector 3.0. Just replace it. Oh, actually, can I do a reset? There isn't such a thing as a reset. Okay, I guess that's not a thing. Alright, so transform local transform not local position equals vector 3.0. I'll do the same for scale and all that. Right, it's 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay. Local scale equals vector 1 and target local Euler angles, I suppose, local rotation. I think identity is essentially 0. Let's go with that. I always forget. Alright, so if it's no longer holding and the local position is not at 0, so I let go of it at some place, reset it to its initial things for the door handle, everything is zeroed out. Otherwise, we want the door handle joint to attempt to follow the door handle. And return. And then otherwise we'll do some other stuff. Actually, no, we don't want to target. We want to try to, let me have a moment here to think. I think I want the door handle joints rigid body. Yeah, it does have a rigid body. To attempt to move to the door handle. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's see what it gives. Oh, right. I just realized that I hadn't spoken to you since the sale. So the condo is now sold officially, and we got news back for the lot that we're buying, and the stuff with the government is over. We can move forward with the purchase, and now we just have to wait till the day where we're going to actually go. Well, we're doing it digitally, but talk to the notary and sign off. So soon all of the moving and sales and purchase will be done, and we'll be able to move on to something else, which is pretty exciting, I think. Oh, I just realized. This should be two different things. Two different if statements. Because if I'm not holding, I don't want it to try to move at all. Okay. There we go. So if is not holding, return. Yeah, it is. It is quite nice. I'm still a little bit apprehensive about the lot purchasing, but that should be over soon. So once it is, we'll be able to move on to just thinking about building instead. So very exciting. Alright, so if you are no longer holding, I don't want it to do anything down here. And if the position isn't correct, fix the position. So early out if you're not holding, and then down here I do want it to try to get to it. So rigid body dot, do I have a move to? Move position. Moves the kinematic rigid body towards position. Okay. Moves the kinematic rigid body towards position. I don't think I have a kinematic rigid body. Let's find out. Is kinematic? No. Okay, that's not what I want then. I suppose I'm going to put a force on it then? Let's see. Add force, add position, add relative force. Let's see what I can do here. So what are my options? The force of the vector 3, that is going to be the position of the target minus the position of this object, I would think. So position. Oh, actually, I'm thinking about that. Considering my door handle is supposed to be zeroed out on that, whatever position I add to it, so if I pull out on Z, that's essentially the vector I want. Maybe not like, exponentially strengthening. Maybe I want to like cap it at 1, but that'll be the direction. Okay. Local position then. Try to add force local position. And what else do I have here? I have force type. So force mode dot acceleration as a continuous acceleration to the rigid body, ignoring its mass. Force as a continuous force to the rigid body using its mass. Impulse as an instant force. Maybe force is what I want. Local position is normalized is what I want, I think. Returns a vector with magnitude of 1. I think that's what I want. What's magnitude? Returns the length of the vector. No, I think normalized is what I want. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. So now when I'm opening it up, it should attempt to follow the box. And then when I let go, it should go back. Let's just test it. I think that's the best way right now. See if I did it right. Into VR I go. Well, the handle's there, so that's a good sign. By the way, how's the sound? I always ask in my stream, and I'm always like super self-conscious about like breathing into the mic and stuff. And I realize now that I've asked this question and I have my VR headset on, so I can't actually see the answer. I'll see it when I took it off, I guess. Okay, so I'm grabbing this and I'm pulling it out. Nothing's happening. So far, so good. What if I'm pushing it in? Nope. I let go of it. It has not moved back. Oh, I realized. Okay, I'm done. I just realized what I did. So I set all this up using a bool, and then at no point did I actually change the bool. That's my issue. Select activate. Called. Ooh, I wasn't expecting a tooltip. Called when the interactor that is selecting this interactable sends a command to activate or disactivate, not to be confused with the active state. Okay, what's select? Called when an interactor begins selecting this interactable or ends selecting. Let us see if I have actually that will not work because I made it a private is holding. Okay, let's have a public bool is holding. This is holding. And I did this wrong. It's like this, yeah. Now, is this a get only? I can never remember. I think this is a get only. I think this is read only if I do it that way. Okay. Let us do this. So get is holding and set is holding equals value. And this is what I want to do, and I can never remember the exact way to write it, so get set real quick. I see what I did wrong. So you open that and then you go here and then you go here and here and here. Is that correct? Yes, but I also need this. Book string name get set. I see. So get isn't in curly braces. Set either. It's what's after that's in curly braces. Okay. And this should be return. Return is holding. Here we go. And we're going to use is holding right here. And I believe I should be able to access that here, but maybe not. You can use get equals is holding. Oh, yeah, you're right. So get so as such, I suppose. Okay. And if you answer before I'm able to test, do you know if you can get access to that in the inspector? I vaguely remember you can, but I'm questioning that now. Bool is holding, yes you can. There we go. So when active, this turns to that, and when you let go, door handle joint. Oh, I used the wrong one. Here we go. And then is holding is. And I believe active is the one I want, but I might be wrong. So when you activate it, hopefully when you put your trigger down and hold on to it, it's going to put it to true, and otherwise it's going to put it to false. Well, we're about to test it. Okay. It is loading. Why is it taking so long? I think you can access only the private field but not the property. But on the inspector, the private field will look like a property, so it's a bit confusing. Is that true? Well, either way, this should work, so that's not a problem. Hello, Etienne. Welcome to the stream. I'm a little bit confused and worried about how this is loading for a minute. I think it may have crashed once more. Let's see. Unity editor. Yeah, and it's not responding. End task. We'll start her up again. Okay, so we're back into this. I'm just going to double check that my doors are indeed working, or rather that I did set it up correctly. Not that one, but this one? I did not. Okay, yes, here it is, active. Okay, so let's try once more, see if it loads this time. Yeah, I've started having this 1 or 2 streams ago now, where it just, in this project, loads forever. Target has not been assigned. Fantastic. I forgot to assign things. Yep, didn't do it at all. Cool. So my target is the door handle, and the rigid body in question is this. We save, and now I'll try to load again. Let's see what it does. Ah, it does go in. Good. Alright. I have a hair in my eye as I'm in VR. Fantastic. I am now close to the door. If I grab this, I'm able to pull. If I let go of this, it goes back there. That's a start. If I grab this and push, nothing though. Okay. Guess I'll have to figure out why. But it is coming back, so that's a good start, I think. Oh. console, nothing in console, so there are no errors as such. So let's do a little breakpoint here and test if it goes there. Also test if this will crash the actual program. Enable, because VR and debugging, you know, it's not the best. You can see it like lagging like crazy. We'll see. So how are you doing, Etienne? Are the doggos behaving themselves? Oh, is this gonna crash it? Stressed but good. I'm cooking and Tommy wants some veggies. Okay. Behavior is missing. Interesting. All right, let's see if it hits the breakpoint. Is Tom running around? Oh, that must have triggered something. It didn't? It doesn't look like it did. So if I hold my hand here, see it's not doing anything anymore. Okay, well maybe it just didn't like me like starting this breakpoint and everything while it's running, so I'll just play again and see. Of course he's running around, yeah. From one room to another, I'm sure. It's his default state, yeah. He's a cute puppy. Even if he forgets who I am every time I pass by. Ah, okay. Oh, here, interesting. So, I made a breakpoint, and it should be when I pick it up. And nothing's happening. Let me double check that breakpoint. It is here, rigid body, add force, blah 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 blah. And under this is holding, let's just put here. Is holding equals false. Aha! Okay. Okay, so maybe active isn't what I want. Let's start with that. I'm going to assume that I put it on the wrong one. I'll do it on select instead. Here we go. Let's remove this and select these two. Put the joint, I believe it is. Is holding and is holding. Turn that on. Alright, let's take another look. Let's see first without the breakpoint what happens. Oh, something's happening. It's going in the wrong direction, but something is happening. You know what might be the issue here? I'm realizing. When I pick this up, when I pick that up, it is no longer a child of the door and the handle. It is like in the world, so the force that I must be giving to it must be in the world, so I do have to make the math after all. Okay, let's go do that. Let's go fix this. So I can't do what I did here. Local position normalized. What I will be able to do though is target local position minus move this a bit. Target transform dot no actual position. I'll use the position not local. So the target position minus the local position, and I can normalize that, I suppose. So math f Perlin noise. Oh, can I not do that? Those are positions. Vector 3 normalize this minus this. Let's try that. Let's try that. Okay. Let's try it again. Move over to the door. Grab the door handle. It's not moving, and if I push on it, it is moving. Really slowly. Maybe I don't want to normalize it. Maybe I want to be like, you know, just pull on it and then it goes to the actual place at the speed of my movements. Alright, let's do that. Let's forget to normalize. Target position. And if it goes like too fast, maybe I can mess with the math and just make it a bit slower or something. I think it'll be good. Try that again. Okay, let's go over here. And I grab this. It doesn't open anymore, which is great. And if I push it, oh, that's slow. It's still very, very slow. And it's kind of glitching, and I'm not sure if that's because of the code or if it's just, you know, just because it's lagging a little bit visually. Alright, but it is working. So what I'm going to do in that case, I'm going to renormalize it and I'll give it a force, an opening force. So let's do that. Normalize. And then I'll do times and then whatever force I want. So let's add ourselves a force here. Float. And instead of target, it will be underscore. Let's just call it force. That's fine. That's a good name, right? I think it's a good name. And by default, it'll be like equals 10 or something. Here we go. Is holding. I want this to be by default false, just to, oops. There we go. Just by default, and let's try this again. But it does seem to be working. So once I get this door working, I'll be able to hide the actual visuals of this. I won't need it afterwards. I'll be able to recreate the ground stuff. I don't know why it's not allowing me to teleport to it anymore. Inside the house. Then I can show what the interior is a little bit more. Okay, so I'm grabbing this, and if I push, oh! somehow I made this worse by adding a force to it. And I'm tapping the top of my no errors? No. Grab, interact. Oh, I know what might be happening. Force is 0. That's why. Okay. Hands. Grab. There we go. Now it wants to move. And I can push it open. I can close it back. Be like, goodbye! And pull it. Slam the door. Slammed it a bit too hard. Ten might be too much. It's pretty good though. I did add like some drag on the door, but I don't think I added enough. So first things first, turn this off. Go here. Let's add like 5 or 6. 6.9. I think that's a good number. 6.9. And door handle, we can now hide the visual. I won't actually need it. I'm just going to leave it hidden in case I need to test it later on. But I should be able to access this. If I select the door itself, interesting. I have access to the rigid body, and I can give like 1 for angular drag. And I can play around with this a little bit. Let's see how that reacts. Oh. Yeah, there is some visual lag on my end. I don't know if you see it on yours. But I should be able to grab the door and open it now. There we go. Just open it a bit more. And how does the drag look? I have a door that automatically closes, it looks like. And drag isn't enough. Okay, let's put like 10. 10 drag on the door. It does close quite well. Or rather, it follows my hand quite well. And if I'm like, open it up, and I try to slam the door, and let go, what happens? Plonk. Okay. I think what I may want to do, just slowly open it up like this. I think what I may want to do is make it so that once it hits this point here, if it's, oops, sorry. I was gonna say if it's under a certain speed, just make it like lock in position. Just put its, inertia to 0. But maybe I can do it so that, and obviously when it's not being held. So when it gets to this point here, it would lock into place. But it is working, which is the main point. I'm getting distracted now by like smaller details. But I do have a door now that is working. And let me see if I'm about to bump into anything right now. Nope. So I can like walk into my house. I'll be like, oh, it's time for me to go. And then I close the door here. And there we go. We have a functioning door. And all it took was what? A session and a half? No, because I did the modeling and unwrapping and stuff. So about 4 hours? 5 hours. Okay. It does look smooth on your end? That's good. That's good. Yeah, in VR it was kind of freaking out, and I think it might be because, no, this isn't attached. Darn. I think it might be because I did try to attach it once though. So for my own eye safety, I will save and increase the angular drag. I'm sorry, I was just reading. I wouldn't boast about that. With the modeling and shader and prog, you've been on this for a good 4 session. Is that true for the door? No, I'm sure it's like 2.5. I'm sure it's like 2.5. Can you double check that? Just go into last few streams and see. I'm fairly certain. I started it 1 session for the door modeling. Last session I was making it move, and then like it's almost 8 now, so I just got it to open and close with the handle and such. It's at least 3. Yeah, I think it's 2.5. I don't know. There's a lot of little things to do, and Tuesday night is definitely not like the night for me to be thinking. So I think I'm doing well. Okay, so we now have a door. Now what I want is to know door collider. Door collider. No, delete. Door. No, delete. Okay, so there's a house exterior and a house interior, and there is no nav mesh. Four sessions ago it was clouds. There we go. See? 2.5. Cool. So there's a few things I wanted to do. First, I'm going to restart Unity because I think once I try to link it, after that it goes a bit crazy for a while. So let's just do a little restart. Secondly, I'll open Blender up at the exact same time, which definitely won't slow down the processor. And then I'll bring the, it's not called a nav mesh, I think it's called a teleportation mesh or something, so that I can actually walk around the interior of the home. But it should just be a question of exporting once more. I don't think I'm going to screw up the door. I have my doubts now. Am I about to break the door? Outer house door. Select. And project, if you would be so kind. Outer house door select. It is a separate thing. Oh, thank God. Okay, so I can just open the house and have that be good. I believe this is the one I want. It looks like it. So house door. There we go. All these 3 are what I actually want. And I'm going to do a little export. FBX. Not this one. Assets. Art. 3D. House. House. We only want the mesh, the selected mesh. We don't want to bake the animation. We do want to apply the transformation, and we want to export. I think. Let's go here, let that load, and hope for the best. Okay, so house. Interesting. So I think what's happening is if it's hidden, it just doesn't export at all. Export FBX, same things, mesh selected objects on house, apply transform, export. Now if I go back here, what's going on? Art 3D house. Import? What is going on? All selected things here. All three of them. There we go. Mesh. Okay. Export FBX on house. Art 3D house. Export. There we go. The mesh is back. It is invisible, and it did actually break something, so I no longer have the floor stuff. So let me start the music again. We're going to do some mesh collider stuff here. As such, we don't need to see it, we just need for it to exist. And I believe we had to move it up, but I might be wrong. So let's just leave it like this for now. And then teleportation area, I believe is what we want. Colliders only mesh collider. Let me double check. So house doesn't have anything. There are mesh colliders for that and that. Here we go. And then custom reticle, we don't want one. I think these are fine. Teleportation provider, I don't think that's important. Alright, let's test it out. Let's see if I can go into the house now. And I lost a hand. And the lag is gone. Hooray! It was very distracting. Okay, so I can move this now. Oh yeah. Okay, no, it's fluid. Just open that there and I'm able to go in. Ah, here you go. Aaron, I can show you the interior of the house now. So there isn't a lot of stuff. I wanted to work on filling the place up. The next model I was hoping to do was the kind of like fireplace that the character has. I have this big back room over here that I thought might be good, like room for like an apothecarian maybe, like all the spell components and stuff. For the main character in the anime was like some sort of witch. So let's just go up here, and then we have this nice little area here that I could like maybe put some bookshelves, a little place to read. Main area of the house is down there, and then in here we have like a very quaint little bedroom, and I was thinking maybe a window might be nice here. But yeah, that's the interior of the house. I can go around now. So I can, let's go downstairs. Bloop. Here we go. Go here, and I can just move the door. And of course, the like mesh of the door isn't perfect for an interior door, but the mechanics I just worked on, I'll be able to use here or whatever. I'm not sold on this, actually, now that I look at it. I can use another door, but yeah, I'll be able to like grab it and like open and close just like that one, because it'll be the same thing. It's just the visuals that's gonna have to change. There we go. Door successfully created. And of course, not only is the door created, not only can I control the door, but I can hit the door with objects. So if I don't like it closing all the time, just kind of do that. Oh, or not. Here, let's open up. Alright, and just, yeah, right, just hold on. There we go. Prop it open with some sort of object. go. Grab some other stuff, put it in my thing. Kiss the fish. There we go. Oh, I like this. Interactive environments. Cool. What happens if I throw more things at it? Throw a fish at it. Look at that! And it just reacts to stuff. This is great. Okay. Turn this off. Oh, I almost sat on nothing there. Here we go. She was the most powerful witch because she killed slimes every day for 300 years and maxed out her level. Yeah, it's literally in the name of the anime. Looking good. Very lovely place. Very nice. You should add some distance fog to blend the landscape better, mostly when you're in the house. Yeah? Actually, I think there is some, but I got rid of it. Let me see. Camera offset, main camera, tracked environment, background, volumes, output. It's too saturated in the distance compared to the walls. I see what you're saying, yeah. Rendering, render shadows, clipping levels. Okay. I thought I had... Let me just save this real quick. Push my changes to the plastic. So door functional. Check in changes. There we go. Yeah, so post... Do I not have post-processing in this? Oh. Maybe I don't. Effects? Visual effect? That doesn't look right to me. Render, light probes, blah blah blah, properties, new asset template, MoonOS, no. I don't think I do. Additional camera data, no. Huh. I may have gotten rid of it at some point because it was causing me issues. Or I thought it did. Or the sky I had was causing issues or something like that. Rendering, perhaps? No, it doesn't look like I do have it. Okay. Let me see if I can bring it back. Really quickly. I'm just going to not open up one of my own videos to remember how I did this. Unity tutorials, yeah, I'm going to open up my own videos to remember how I did something that I explained in a tutorial video once again. Ambient light settings, there's one for bloom. That's the one I want. Slice of sprite. Oh, that's interesting. How to add bloom, URP, that's the one. Here we go. So, package manager, yes, David from the past. How did I do this? Package manager, let that load up. Turn up the sound, please. There we go. And universal, that's for the actual universal thing that I already have. Render pipeline, and then universal render pipeline, okay. Post-processing is in there. Okay. So, prefabs. Perhaps here. Render pipeline. There we go. So, new depth fog feature. Hello, Ada. Yes, rub on the mic. Everyone wants to hear you rub the mic. There we go. I have to leave you here. Got to do some stuff on the house. It was nice to see your progress. Okay, cool. Thank you for dropping by, Aaron. Yeah, it was nice to have you in. I always like it when people join and interact. It makes it a lot more fun to work on my things, considering I don't actually expect to ever like release any of it. Just know that I'm not doing this in a vacuum is good. Post-processing, low dynamic LOT, shadows lighting. Interesting. Universal render pipeline. Okay, let's continue following my little video. There's a certain kitty who wants to eat her supper, but she can wait because I am heartless. Create material. Oh, is it just by default, the bloom? Post-processing. Okay. No, it's not. Main camera. Post-processing, it's there. Okay. And I have to create a volume. Let's check if I already have one. I do not have a volume. Okay. So click here. Volume, global volume. Here we go. And now, global, yes, weight, sure, priority, sure, profile, object volume profile, Sunday interior volume. Interesting. What? Oh my! Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay, where is this? Oh, I see. I've got bloom and all that. Oh, this is pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to see this in VR. And then after that, I'll go on to making my own volume. Oh right, it's nighttime when I log in. Okay. It's very pretty though. I am sitting down right now. This is a bit awkward. I have just hit a lamp. Here we go. If I come in, oh, this is pretty. I have the glow of the candle. Very nice. Okay, we're making our own volume. The light on those trees during the night, chef's kiss. Yeah? No, it's very, very nice. What I'm thinking, this is outdoors? Global volume, local. Add a collider to this game object, set boundaries of the local volume. So I'm gonna make this global, the exterior one. The tree leaves are lit from the grass, perhaps. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. The rest looks cool. Don't worry about it. Cool. So let's just go to the house. The house. Oh, this is nice. What the hell happened here? And now we're back to being okay. All right, sure. Let's not worry about that. As I was just saying, don't worry about it. Let's create a box collider. And hopefully it will be the size of the house, he says. It is not. Okay, sure. Let's make that is trigger. Go front view. Go in this mode. And then increase Y. Increase Y some more. Something like that, I think. Goes up to the roof, so I might as well do that. And then do this, and I can go on the side view, and then I can increase that to be just about the size of the house. I'm gonna test if I can have the interior literally just in the interior. So I think that would be an interesting idea. Okay, so I have a house there. And now I can have global volume, and I can have a new one. Volume. Box volume. And I'll call this house interior. I want to know if they cancel each other out. Like if the box... Well, I want it underneath. Here we go. House interior. Volume. Or if they... yeah, if it takes the one... when you're in the volume, if it takes the volume of the house, or if it like tries to put one over the other and messes it up. So let's take the house. Oops. House interior volume. Volume profile. Suntail interior. Oh! It uses this trigger. I'm sorry. Okay, I can't use the house one then. Remove that. Interior volume. Let's go ahead and... Wait, why did I do that? I can just copy this and then paste it over the other thing. Paste it, values here, and then I can just... That should be the right size, so let's move the Z center over to approximately here. The Y center down to approximately here. Go to front view and move the X center to approximately here. Gotta go bye-bye. Alright, take care, Etienne. Thank you for dropping by. I'll continue working with this. I'm having quite a bit of fun right now. Priority. Is higher numbers squash the lower numbers? When multiple volumes affect the same settings, Unity uses the value to determine which volume to use. A volume which is highest priority value takes precedent. So we want this to be 1 because it's going to be the highest value. Oh no, I just realized this is... I think I was a bit dumb. Reset. Yeah, see it's down there now. Sure, let's move that here. And let's move that one over here. And we're going to move Z a little bit back. There we go. Get out of that view, and it should change when we go in. Let's try that out. Oh, I also want it to stay in a day. Yeah, I don't want it to be nighttime. Alright, so Polyverse Skies. Setting times multiplier time of day equals 0 right now. Let's make it like noon. 1 noon, sure. Here we go. Is the time manager doing anything is the question. It is. Okay. Just move my hair out of my eyes so that I don't get eyeballfuls of my own hair when I'm in VR. Ooh. Okay. I've just realized that there's a motion blur. Oh, that's not good. There's a motion blur when I move my head. Alright, well that's a problem that I'll have to fix. Or like decrease. Because it's very distracting. How do I like the look of this though? Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, so the grass, I can very well see that it is not the right color, but it looks very pretty. Okay, so let's go into the house, and now I should be able to do that, and once I'm in, it should be taking an alternate thing. It is way too dark in here, which does make sense because it's a box, but I'm going to want to put like lighting on the window streaming in. Other than that though, I really like the look of stuff with these shaders. Not shaders, with these volumes on. Ooh, it looks a little bit creepy in the dark. There's lighting there for some reason, that's interesting. Okay, I think for the rest of today's stream, what I'm going to do is just take some pre-made objects and populate this area a little bit. Put some lighting and stuff for the interior. I think that's what I'm going to do for the next 40 minutes or so. Turn this off. Now, the house interior should have been working. I have no way of understanding if it did or not. What I am going to want to do, what I did say, motion blur. Yeah, no motion blur. That was really dizzying. House interior, same thing. Motion blur. Just go away. Cool. Just do a little save project. And something that I was going to say that I didn't notice is if there was shadows, but there definitely was, because when I was here it was dark. Okay. That's good. So, back to what I was saying. Interior of this place needs some lighting. So this has some sort of fire particle effect on it, but I'm not convinced there's a light attached to it. There is not. So I'm going to go ahead and add a light, a point light, and we're going to do this for now. As such, the range can be a bit lower, and we can make it, instead of like pure white, maybe make it a little bit kind of yellower, a little warmer, because it's firelight. Okay. Light cookie. And we'll add, right now I'll just go ahead and add a few candles. So duplicate that and move this up there. And I'll like make sense of this at a later date, I think. Just sticking it to the wall a little bit. Perfect. I'm wondering now, soft shadow for the moon. Okay. Do I have a tight with an L, please? A light. I have 2-point lights, a moon that does have shadows with the strength of 1, and a sun, same thing. Okay. I was wondering if there was like an extra light that I had put at some point to just kind of populate, well, not populate, to make it so that things that didn't have direct light on it were visible, but it doesn't seem like it. I'm not sure. Not sure why I have light that goes through walls. Yeah. This is a point light. I have moved the point light, not the candle itself, which is what I intended to do. Move this over here. There we go. Once again, just put this here for now. I don't know if you guys can hear it whenever my cat bonks my headphone. She's getting hungry, I think. Let's move this back here just to have something for now. Move stuff around. There we go. Such, and let's populate this back area a little bit. Alchemy lab props. Let's have alchemy props. Okay. Okay, I guess I didn't. Ignored. Sure. I guess I didn't bring those in, so I will bring those in. Here we go. Meshes. Prefabs. Visual effects, sure. We don't need the scenes. We do need the textures and materials. Import. An existing checkout operation has locked the workspace. Please wait for the checkout. Okay. Let's not worry about that. I'm sure that's not important. What's in this? That's skybox stuff. Okay. Multi-story dungeon 2. That must be the things I was looking for. So barrel, I can drop the barrel here. Let that load a bit. There we go. Not the same style, but you know, we can work with that. Treasure chest, torch, lanterns, candles, furniture, books and alchemy. Let's just take a book out. Check out the book. Yeah, some nice books. Cool. Book preset, flask, gas, mortar, paper, potion, scroll, stand. I would expect there to be like a... Oh, I can make piles of books. Wonderful. Furniture, that's what I wanted. Table, ladder. Okay. Drawer, preset 1. Oh, look at this. And I can use this to give me a gauge of how big stuff are. So this is too big. Let's put this here, and then I can decrease the size of this. I think I was saying this was an okay size. Alrighty, and let's move this back over here. That's the front of it. Let's rotate it. There we go. And then I can put this here. As such. And I can go into, actually put this at the right place would be good. So in the house, shelf preset. Oh, these are lovely. Too big, but lovely. So perhaps cupboard is what I want? Ah, yes, cupboard is definitely what I want. Okay. So this is way too big no matter how I cut it. So let's bring this down to be like this, I guess. That looks about the same size for some reason. So let's make sure that this goes side drawer. And cupboard, let's have it at like 0.75. There we go. So I'll just make sure that everything coming in will be at 0.75 for consistency. Cool. So I can move that over here. That is not the right place to have that. So let's put this over here then. I think that's 90 degrees. And let's have this over here. Here we go. And then I can take another preset. Something like that. That's a pretty good preset. Once again, 0.75, 0.75, 0.75, and once again rotate. And just move that into position. Yeah, the wood isn't the same from the other one. That's fine though. Make sure this goes down to the actual ground, not the mesh, the teleportation mesh. What else do we have here? So we got some of that, maybe have this here so that would be instantly visible, but let's face it. I could put this over here. Something like that. Maybe right here. Okay, I got a cupboard. I'd like a table. Table. Save this one. Here we go. 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. And then I can put the table... Ew, good, it fits in perfectly. Right over here. Something like that. Make sure the table is on the ground. I have a feeling this is going to be too small, but I can make it bigger. No, not that. Chair. Chair is what I wanted. So 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. Here we go. And I could put a chair here and just kind of skew it a little bit. Something like that. and bring that down to true ground. So I have like a little study area. What else could I have? Maybe she could be like keeping food over there. Here we go. So 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. Just put this over here in the corner. There we go. So I could put things in here, and now I could be like, crate. I think there's a crate. Wooden crate. Okay. So table preset all this. We're gonna also put it up here with these ones. There's a crate outside, yes. There's 2 crates outside. Let's move those down first off, so they're not just floating. And then I copy it, move it up. It's because it's called a box. Gotcha. And then we can move this down till it hits ground. Move this over. Move this over again. Just make a few copies of it, I guess. Let's have it over. No, let's not move that one. I can move this one. Move it over here, and then I can make it just a little skewed. Because when you place things down, it's never like absolutely perfect. Is there like something for apples? Yeah, apple too. Ooh. Some apples here, I guess. Something like that. Okay. A bag. Yes, there are bags. So bag 1. Same thing. 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. And we're just going to do that, I guess. I'm gonna flop it down over here on the ground. Perfect. There we go. It's starting to be a little bit more lived in. So let's go back up to here. To cupboard preset. I'd like one with books in it if I could. Oh, I think I just hit jackpot. Oh, maybe. It might be too big. It might be too big. There we go. Yeah, it is too big. I wanted it just there. Okay. Cupboard big preset. I'm sorry. Cupboard preset. Not this. Want one with books mostly. Yeah, something like that. 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. Here we go. And let's just turn this as such. Put this over here instead. And I can move this a little bit over here. Find another table. Don't replace. I want just the table. Yeah, there we go. Like I was saying, it'd be good to have like a little table just up here. Maybe like this. Something like that. Could like sit at a table. Bag apple. There's some other stuff that I'm gonna have to change. What is this? Chair wooden, just a little bench thingy. Something like that. Make sure that's, it is on the ground. Perfect. And once again, just skew it a little bit. Here we go. Alright. I think we're getting along pretty well. So let's select all of these. Move this up to the rest. And light, I guess point. Spotlight, area light, reflection probe. Yes, a spotlight might be more what I want actually. All right, let's move this over to here, here. Shadows. Yes, soft shadows, of course, shadows. Range, intensity, there should be one out for shape. Oh. Interesting. Okay, sure. This can be a little bit more blue. Coming in through the windows. And we're going to flip that around 180 degrees. So where's that? 180. And maybe something like that. Just coming in from the window there. Okay, sure, something like that. General, I should have some sort of control over that, I would think. Oh, look at that. It just squashes every other light. Interesting. I do not know much about lighting. I'm gonna admit. Rendering mode auto, culling mask, everything. Sure, let's just leave it like that, I guess. If I turn it off and turn it back on, there's literally no difference. Okay, well, forget the spotlight. I'll have to come back to that. Forget the spotlight. Okay, so candle, candle fire, candle 1. Let's put this up here. There we go. I could put another candle on the other side for now. Just to have some light, really. That's all I'm doing. Something interesting to look at once you come in. This one can be in the wooden beam here. Here we go. Yep, the lighting in here is pretty janky. I'm going to have to revisit it. Yeah, look at that. You move and stuff happens. I'll have to come back to that. Okay. Let's just go and take a look inside in VR and see if it's a little bit better without the motion blur. And then I'll pick it back up from there. Outside though, yeah, those volumes really help. It's really pretty. Mostly like the edges of stuff look great. Okay, let's go over here. Open up my door. Go on inside. Yeah, there's a lot of lighting stuff that needs to be fixed. But oh yeah, look at that. When I turn, there's some glitches and stuff. I don't know if that's the volume or if that's the lighting or such. This one doesn't have a halo around it. Oh, it does. It doesn't. It does. Depending on the angle you look at it. Okay. But it is a little bit more lived in now. How do I feel about the size of the chairs and tables? This is good. I like this right here. This is a pretty good little counter. If I was a tiny witch woman, that'd be pretty good. The table is a little bit small. That's a bit much. This is pretty good. You could imagine like picking up a pestle mortar here, looking at my arcane textbooks there, picking up some food or whatever from here to cook on the little stove out here that I'm eventually going to have. Let's go look upstairs. Woohoo, hello. Yeah, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it on your end, but from my end it's like flickering or something. This table, once again the table is too small. This is, if I'm sitting down, these are my legs right here. So yeah, this table could be like a little bit higher. Okay, and I think I only just put a light in here. And yeah, it's janky. That. Let me see if I can see it on my camera. Yeah, okay. So you do see it on the stream. I'll have to look into that. But I think this is pretty good. I think we've moved forward quite well today with the door and the interior stuff added in, and the volumes. It's very pretty. Oh, that's right. We wanted to add a global thing for fog. Okay. Who's processing? Shadows, midtones, highlights, split toning, lens distortion, film grain, depth of field. Okay. Color lookup. Do I have a depth of field? I think that's really heavy in VR. I don't really see, this is outdoor, I don't really see a difference. Oh heck. Okay, forget the depth of field. Let's take it off. Remove. What else? What else? Volume, global, priority 0, that's fine. Total mapping, right balance, color adjustment, lift gamma, vignette, bloom, chromatic M. Okay. I guess these are just the ones that are left. Color curve, channel mixer, Panini projection. What is that? Okay, I can't see it. I can't see it. Remove. Let's have a little depth of field and set it to Gaussian. Just see what it does in VR. Maybe you can only see it in VR. Not in that mode. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm nearsighted. What's the effect it gives me? Yeah, look at that. Everything's blurry at a distance. Okay. I don't hate it, but it's a bit too much. And it's horrible at... Okay, let me see. So let's go out of maximize, start, end. Let's just move that out. High quality sample. Okay, max radius. Maybe like this? How do I feel about this? No, it's too much in the distance. I really feel like I have vision problems. Doesn't feel good. Max radius, perhaps? What if I bring it down to 0.5? It's less bad? Can I have it like at 0.2? No, it's minimum 0.5. But high quality sampling, what does that look like? Yeah, no. Okay, forget the Gaussian. It doesn't give me the look I want. Remove. I better turn that off and remove it. Oh, you can just remove it. Alright. So channel mixer. Red, green, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Remove that. We're also going to go ahead and remove motion blur. And now do I see motion blur here? Okay, so these are the ones that are left. That's interesting. Shadows, midtones, highlights. Okay. Remove. I still want to know what Panini projection is. Yeah, just put it on. I want to see what it does. Okay. I don't actually know what Panini projection does. I don't see a difference. There must be one, but I don't see it. Maybe you have to like set it up or use it actually correctly. I'm just kind of putting it in the hopes that it does something nice. Okay. I don't see anything for fog. That's okay. Alright, let's just leave it as such then. Maybe it's on the camera itself. View field, flipping planes. Alright, let's take a little look. So, Unity, fog. Definitely is something for fog. Fog. New post-processing profile. Yeah, that's a pretty old one. So let's do 2021. and just look up fog. Looking through the manual. Shader Lab Legacy Fog. I see, I see. Built-in shader variables. Fog and ambient. Interesting. Graphics, fog modes determine speed, blah blah blah. Okay, and graphics. Okay. Fog modes. Maybe it's a lighting thing. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Okay, so let's go on that. Rendering lighting. Here we go. Environment. Scene. Oh, I don't have a lighting setting. Interesting. Environment, other settings, fog. Here we go. Oh, it needs to load now. I see, so everything turns kind of gray in the darkness. Okay, okay. So, undo. Can I make it, no, a little bit see-through? No, I guess not. Linear. See, I don't want it to be completely gone in the distance. Ends at, oh, maybe like that? 6,000. Over there it's a little bit grayed out. Okay. Exponential squared, eh? Point 1 is that, 0.01 is that, 0.001 is that, 0.0001 is that. Doesn't look like you have the most control over it. Maybe that. Be something like that, and then I can like make it slightly bluer. Blue it out in the distance. That's something that happens, right? I think that is. Something like that. Then it gets bluer off in the distance. The problem is that, the obvious problem is that it's only going to hit that one. Unless I start like moving this up. That's too much. That's borderline. Okay. That's not bad. I think I'm going to leave it as such. So save this. Let's go up to plastic. Added props, interior, and fog, and volumes. Check-in changes. Okay. I think that's going to be it for today. That was a pretty good session. And it's coming up to 9 o'clock soon. So yeah, if you made it out this far, thank you for listening and tuning in. To Etienne and Aaron that showed up today, thank you for showing up and saying hello and interacting. I always enjoy that. And I think that's going to be it for today. So goodbye.